Okay, here we are back in Legend Heroes Trails from Zero. Where we last left off, we rescued the kids, but now we need to talk to everyone around us.
ここはランディの部屋だったな。さっきまで物を動かすような音が聞こえてきたけど。
誰だ？
ロイドだけど、ちょっといいかな。
ああ、いいぞ。遠慮なく入ってこいよ。
それじゃ、お邪魔するよ。
Looking for an auto button.
ようこそ俺様の城へ。お前さんの方も荷ほどきは終わったのか？
いや、まだだけど、どうやらランディはもう結論が出てるみたいだな。
ああ、配属を辞退するって話か。まあ、デスクワークは少なそうだし、気楽そうなのも性に合っている。職場と住む場所が一緒なのも楽で良さそうだし、このまま厄介になるつもりだぜ。
そうか。
お前の方はさすがに迷ってるみたいだな。せっかく取った捜査官の資格を無駄にしたくないってところか。
それもあるけどね。それ以上に目指している目標から遠ざかっていきそうな気がして。
目指している目標？
いや、まあ大したことじゃないんだ。そういえばランディはどういう経緯でここに配属されたんだ？俺たちより年上だけど警察学校は出てないんだよな。
ああ、その通りだが、俺がここに配属された経緯ね。本当に聞きたい？
ああ、差し支えなければだけど。
そこまで言うなら仕方ねえ。実はな、女絡みのトラブルだ。
え？
いやー前の職場で複数手を出したのがバレてさ、危うくクビになりかけたところをおっさんに拾ってもらったんだよ。これもエイドスのお導きってところかね。
ランディの前の職場って？
ああ、クロスベル警備隊さ。帝国方面にベルガード門ってあるだろ。あっちの方に詰めていたんだ。
警備隊、そういうことか。道理であんなハルバードを自由自在に振り回せるわけだ。
まあ、国境付近の詰め所あたりじゃ訓練とパトロールくらいしかやることがなかったからな。その点クロスベル市勤務なら歓楽街とかにも行きたい放題だ。いやー、マジで警備隊を辞めて正解だったぜ。
まあ気持ちはわかるけど。
おっと、気が合うじゃない。いやさ、実は何軒か色っぽい姉ちゃんたちがいる店を見つけているんだよ。正式にお仲間になったら一緒に遊びに繰り出そうぜ。お嬢は堅そうだし、お子様もお呼びじゃないし、男同士の付き合いってやつだ。
わかった。考えておくよ。
I get how you feel, though. Probably tough to come to a decision after everything we were told. How about taking the night to mull things over? If we do officially become co-workers, I say we hit the town and celebrate, eh? I'll consider it. So... if you guys want me to turn off the voices just so I can read it to you guys, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, not seeing anything else here. Would have been nice just to let the voices go on auto. Must be a spare room, no reason to mess with it now. That's gonna be Wazy's room when you get to Azure. What's up, kid? I'll repeat it for you. It's both in your power to decline your assignment to the Triple S. You already earned yourself detective qualifications, so I imagine you'd be reassigned to one of the investigative divisions. I recommend you guys spend tonight thinking it over. I don't think there's really anything to interact with here. So that's the back door. The girls are on the third floor.
ここは確かエリーの部屋だったな。まだ寝てないといいけど。
どなたですか？
ロイドだけど、今ちょっといいかな。
別にいいわよ。鍵は開いてるから入ってきて。
それじゃお邪魔します。
どうぞ。なんとか片付けが終わってよかったわ。そこに座ってくれる？今紅茶でも入れるから。
いや、お構いなく。しかしエリーもう結論は出ているみたいだな。
ああ、配属を辞退する話ね。少し迷ったんだけど、ここで頑張ることに決めたわ。
そうか。
あなたの方はさすがに迷っているみたいね。でも無理もないと思うわ。この特務支援課だけど、正直無理がありすぎるもの。
無理がある？
話を聞く限り、いろんなしがらみや打算によってできた部署でしょ。組織としての合理性に欠けるし、目的も今一つはっきりしていない。これで成果が上がらなければ、予算の都合で本当になくなる可能性が高いんじゃないかしら。
まあ普通に考えればそうだよな。でもそこまで分かってどうしてエリーは残るんだ？何か理由でもあるのか？
そうね、いろいろな歪みを観察するには割と良さそうな場所だからかな。なんちゃって。多分私はずっと警察に勤め続けることはないと思うの。そういう意味ではここが出世コースから外れてもあんまり関係がないから。
そうなのか。確かエリーは警察学校には行ってなかったんだよな。どういう経緯で警察に？
ありていに言うと社会勉強ね。ちなみに入る時の試験は筆記と射撃だったんだけど、どちらも満点だったから断りきれなかったみたいね。
なんか聞けば聞くほど俺の場合とは違うような。
あら、あなただって新人で捜査官資格を取ったのは珍しいんじゃないかしら。やっぱり事情があるんでしょ。
それは
ここから先は正式な同僚になってからの方が良さそうね。
ああ、そうだな。悪い、気を使わせたみたいだ。
いえいえ。でも私個人の意見で言えば、あなたがいてくれた方が嬉しいかな。まあお互い新米だからまだまだなところもあったけど、今日だって慣れない状況でもリーダーとして頑張ってくれたし、指示も的確だったから私も安心してサポートできたもの。
そう言ってくれると助かるよ。ありがとう。話に付き合ってくれて、あとは自分なりに考えてみる。
そうね。おやすみなさい、ロイド。
おやすみ、エリ。
It was only our first day, but we were sure thrown in right into it. Guess I'm a bit worn out. I'll probably turn in early once I'm done writing my diary. Sounds like a good idea. Good night, Ellie. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the font. No one home. Can't hear her moving around. Is she not in her room? And then this is for the one girl's sister. I think it's Noelle. Spare room, yada yada. Spare room. That one I think is Kia's. Unless I have those two backwards. What a great view. Crossbell's really grown. The city where Uncle lives was by no means small, but compared to this, it doesn't hold a candle. I'm finally home, aren't I? Huh? Look, guys, it's Kobe. A cat? If you live here, I imagine you're a tenant. You've been a tenant way longer than Triple S has. Sorry about barging into your home like this. Don't worry, I won't be long. Making yourself at home, aren't you? Then again, you've probably lived here for quite some time. When you get the chance, feed the cat.
Tio, 何やってるんだ?
どうも、ロイドさん。見ての通り、端末のチェックをしていました。
端末って、あ、それのことか。
ZCF のカペルシステムを財団で改良した汎用端末です。警察本部から動力ネットワークを通じて情報を受け取ることが可能です。
え？ちょっと待て。いきなりわけがわかんないぞ。は
あ、そうですね。
If I skipped anything, that's because the cat knocked the controller out of my hand.
ロイドさんは動力ネットワーク計画についてどこまでご存知ですか？
動力ネットワーク。雑誌の記事でたまに見るけど、ちゃんと理解はしていないな。確かエプスタイン財団が提唱してるとかなんとか。
元はエプスタイン財団とサイス中央工房が共同してスタートさせたプロジェクトです。今では主に財団によって進められていますが、その大規模な試験運用が現在このクロスベル市で進められているんです。まあこれもその一環ですね。
よくわからないけど、結局のところどういうことをする計画なんだ？
要するに旧来の通信機を発展させた技術ということです。単に会話のやり取りをするだけでなく、演算能力を持った端末同士を結んで効率的な情報ネットワークを構築する。わかりやすく言うとそんなところです。
全然わかりやすくないんだが、要するに警察内部の連絡や指揮系統を効率化する装置ってところか。
まあこの端末については間違いではないです。私の専門ではありませんが、端末の操作くらいはできますし、今後のことを考えると一応チェックしておこうかと。
そうか。その様子だとティオは配属を辞退するなんて考えてもいないみたいだな。いや、そもそも俺がティオくらいの年はまだ遊びたい盛りだったよな。財団から出向したって話だけど、無理やり働かされてるとかそういうわけじゃないんだよな。まさか本当にそうなのか？どんな事情があってもそんなの我慢したらダメだぞ。俺でよかったらいくらでも力を貸すから。
落ち着いてください。別に強制されて働いているんじゃありません。それどころか今回の出向はむしろ私がわがままを言わせてもらった結果です。私は私でここにいる理由がある。つまりはそういうことです。ロイドさんは人の心配をする前に自分の心配をするべきでは。
ああそうだな。ティオの言う通りだった。ごめんな、差し出がましいことを言って。
いえ、ただ あんまりお人よしなのは捜査官としてはどうかと。遊撃士と違って人を疑うこともしなくてはいけない仕事ですよね。
痛いところをついてくるな。やっぱり俺ってまだまだアマちゃんなのかな。警察学校の訓練で徹底的に自分を鍛えたつもりだったけど、でも確かにそれだけじゃ捜査官は務まらないだろうし。ティオ、
端末のチェックは一通り終わりました。明日動力ケーブルの接続工事があるようなので今日は早めに休みます。
そうか、おやすみ。ゆっくり休んでくれよ。
はい、それではおやすみなさい。
3人ともちゃんと自分のやるべきことを考えているみたいだな。迷っているのは俺だけか。ダメだ、なんだか煮詰まってきた。少し外に出て風に当たるか。いい風が吹いてるな。ベルハイム。そっか、ここから見えるのか。今はもう別の人が入ってるんだよな。セシル姉の実家はさすがに残ってるだろうけど。そうだ、おばさんたちにも後で挨拶しておかないと。あれから3年、おじさん家で厄介になった後、警察学校に入ってがむしゃらに勉強と訓練をして捜査官の資格も取ったけど、結局俺は捜査官になって何がしたかったんだ。
おーい！
君たちは。
いや、探しちゃったぜ。警察に行ったんだけど兄ちゃんたちはいないって言うじゃんか。それでこの場所を教えてもらったんです。ここが支援課ってところでいいんですよね。
ああ、そうだけど、どうしてわざわざ。
いやさ、ちゃんとお礼を言ってなかったと思ってさ。
え？
お兄さんたちがいなかったら多分僕たち2人とも大怪我をしてたと思います。だからもう一度お礼を言おうって。
そっか、2人ともありがとな。
まあアリオスさんと比べたらかなり頼りなかったけど、警察のおまわりにしたらなかなか見どころあると思うぜ。実力不足はこれから頑張ればいいんじゃね。ちょっとデュー、お礼を言いに来たのになんだか偉そうだよ。
そうだな、これから精進すればいいか。そうだ、2人ともどこら辺に住んでるんだ？よかったら送っていくよ。
ああ、平気。西通りだからすぐ近くだしさ。僕は住宅街の方だけど平気です。お姉さんたちにもよろしく伝えといてください。
ああ、伝えておくよ。2人とも気をつけて帰れよ。
それじゃあさようなら。
俺も単純だな。あんなお礼一つでこんなに気分が晴れるなんて。 要は自分自身の気持ちの持ち方次第か。
いいかロイド、男だったら目の前のものに体当たりでぶつかってみろ。てめえの心でてめえだけの真実をつかみ取ってやるんだよ。そうすりゃてめえが何をしたいか見えてくるはずだ。
うん、そうだよな。まずはぶつかってみないと何もわからないか。通信機のベル。はい、こちらクロスベル警察特務支援課分室ビルです。
ロイド、その声はロイドね。
セシル姉か。
よかった。警察の方に連絡したらこちらの番号を教えてくれたの。特務支援課だったかしら。そういう部署に配属になったのね。
いや、まだ正式じゃないけどさ。それよりもごめん。本当はすぐにでもセシル姉に挨拶しに行きたかったんだけど。
気にしないで。私の方こそあなたを駅まで出迎えるべきだったのに。
それこそ気にしないでよ。仕事忙しいんだろ。休暇が取れた時でもいいからさ。
ロイドが冷たい。せっかく3年ぶりに再会するお姉ちゃんに対してなんてそっけないのかしら。
ああ、もうなんとか時間を作るからさ。それとおばさんたちには明日にでも挨拶しに行くよ。
そうね。お母さんたちもロイドのことをすごく心配してたから。でも嬉しいな。やっとクロスベルに帰ってきたのね。
うん、ただいまセシルね。
おかえりなさいロイド。
さて返事を聞かせてもらおうか。
俺は問題なし。このまま厄介になりますよ。っていうか俺を警察本部に引っ張ったのはあんたでしょうが。
なんなら一家あたりに推薦したっていいんだぞ。連中もお前の戦闘力なら欲しがるかもしれねえしな。
うげえ、ごめん被りますよ。警備隊暮らしならまだしもギスギスしたところはちょっとね。
エリーの方はどうだ。
私もこのままこちらでお世話になります。セルゲイ課長、改めてよろしくお願いします。
ま、お前に関しては俺も予想外だったけどな。本部のお偉いさんはこの課を安全な雑用係と思って推薦してきたんだろうが、当然そんな甘いもんじゃないのは覚悟してるだろうな。
ええ、それはもう密度の濃い仕事ができるのを今から期待しています。
うん、上等だ。っていうはまあ聞くまでもないが。
ええ、最初からそういう約束でしたし。それより今日の午後動力ケーブルの配線工事があるそうです。端末のセッティングは私に任せてもらっても。
ああ、元よりそのつもりだ。さてと、そんじゃあ残るはお前だけか。ロイド・バニングス、警察学校のカリキュラムを座学訓練ともに優秀な成績で終了。そのまま捜査官試験に挑戦し、見事これに合格した。正直うちには不釣り合いなくらいまっとうすぎる人材だ。お前ならどの課に行ってもそれなりにやっていけるだろう。 うちが手放したら引き取りたいって話もいくつか来てるしな。迷う余地はないんじゃねえか。
いえ、いろいろ考えた上でセルゲイ課長、これからよろしくお願いします。
ロイド、
なんだよ、つまらんな。もう少し悩みまくるのを期待してたんだがよ。
ですね。
まあいい。今日一日は全員休暇という形にしてやる。地獄のように忙しくなる前の最後の休暇だと思っておけ。ティオ、端末のセットだけは頼んだぞ。おっと、そういや忘れてたな。改めてロイド・バニングス、
はい。
エリー・マクダエル、
はい。
ランディ・オルランド、ティオ・フラトー。
はい。
本日丸9〇〇をもって以上4名の配属を承認した。ようこそ特務支援課へ。バラエティ豊かな仕事を山ほど回してやるから楽しみにしてるといい。
As initial investigation expenses, the team received 1,000 Mira. My voice is starting to go out, so we'll see how far I can get. I had to take a day off since I got stuck babysitting.
天にまします我らがエイドせよ。御身のもとへ向かう魂のため、天の門を開きたまわらんことを。
信じられないぜ。あの元気の塊みたいだったやつが。可愛い恋人もいて、そろそろ結婚かと思ってたのに。どうしてこんなことに。
くそ、警察は何をやってるんだ。身内が殺されたんだろ。また迷宮入りにするつもりかよ。
確かご両親は亡くされてるのよね。弟さんどうするのかしら。大丈夫？ロイド。
So going back real quick, I think that was Dudley on the left-hand side.
無理したらダメよ。あまり寝ていないでしょ。
セシル姉子さん、いろいろ手伝ってもらってごめん。本当なら俺が一人で片付けなきゃいけなかったのに。
水臭いことを言わないで。家族同然の付き合いじゃない。それにガイさんのことは私にとっても。
セシルね。
ごめんね。一番辛いのはロイドなのに。これから大変だと思うけど遠慮なく頼ってちょうだいね。あなたが独り立ちするまでちゃんと見守らせてもらうから。
我ながらガキだったんだな。素直に頼ればよかったのに。変な意地を張ったりして。兄貴、ただいま。今まで顔を見せなくてごめん。少し意地を張ってたみたいだ。でも俺帰ってきたから。兄貴と同じ捜査官としてクロスベルに戻ってきたから。一人前には程遠いし、なんか変な部署に配属されちゃったけど、ま、なんとか頑張るから、せいぜい見守っててくれよな。
さて、改めて今日から初仕事というわけだが、ま、何はともあれ改めて説明を補足しておこう。ロイド、捜査手帳を出せ。
はい。
警察門が入った黒手帳か。なんだかそれっぽい感じだよな。
確か警察官としての身分証明にもなるんですよね。
まあその他にもいろんな注意や説明事項をまとめている。戦術オーグメントの説明なんかも載ってるから参考にするといい。だがこいつの最大の目的は操作状況の記録と確認にある。
操作状況？
ロイド、説明しろ。
はい。警察学校で習ったところだな。警察の規則ではどんな捜査任務にも記録をつけることになっているんだ。捜査任務を受けてからそれを進めている間の状況をこの捜査手帳にメモしていく。それをもとに報告が行われるし、勤務査定や特別手当も決定する。だからなるべく細かく簡潔にメモする必要があるってわけさ。
なるほど、合理的ね。
結構めんどくさそうだな。
ま、基本はそんなところだ。しかしこの特務支援課ではちょいと状況が違ってくる。正規の捜査任務以外にも支援要請ってのがあるからな。ティオ、用意を頼む。
はい、皆さんこちらへ。
ああ、おとといの。
確か動力ネットワークにつながっている端末だったかしら。はい、昨日のうちにセッティングしました。基本常時起動したままでログオンするとこの画面になります。
なんか文字が出てきたな。
ここにその支援要請が。
ああ、正規の任務以外の各方面からの依頼が届けられる。市民や観光客からの頼み事、クロスベル市からの協力要請など様々な依頼が考えられるだろう。必ずしもやる必要はないが、放っておけば遊撃士あたりに片付けられてしまう内容では
あなるほどな。
遊撃士協会への高い評価を少しでもこちらに持ってくる。つまりそういうことですね。
ま、ビビたるもんだろうがな。それ以外にも本部が忙しい時に手伝いに借り出されることもあるだろう。市内の巡回パトロールとかどうでもいいデスクワークとかな。
マジかよ。
ま、それはともかく。もう支援要請はこの端末に来ているんですか？
おっと、それは自分で確認してみろ。確認した支援要請は操作手帳にメモしておけよ。
了解です。
Let's have a look-see, shall we? Crossbell Police Reception Desk, 1500 pay. Hello everyone, congratulations on being appointed to the new special support section. As a first order business, allow me to give you a rundown on some main reports for your assignments. Come by the reception desk at CPD. Sorry to trouble you, Rebecca the desk, receptionist, clerk, whatever.
なんだ、どっちかというと業務連絡の類みてえだな。とりあえず警察本部に行っていろいろ説明を受ければいいのか。
ああ、そうみたいだ。でも動力ネットワークか。
通信機と違って声以外の画像や文字情報も送れるのね。話には聞いていたけど確かにいろいろ応用できそうかも。ええ、現在クロスベルでは様々な試験運用が行われています。警察に導入されたこのシステムもその一環ですね。
ま、ギルドでも同じ技術を試験的に導入したって話だがな。概要はそんなところだ。早速お前たちにはそこに来ている支援要請を達成してきてもらおうか。
了解しました。その後は何をすればいいんでしょうか？
好きにしろと言いたいところだが、本部での説明の後、正式な支援要請が何件か入ってくるはずだ。そうだな。最初だし、本部への手前もあるから、一つくらいはこなしておけ。そうすりゃ、そこまで嫌味を言われることはねえだろう。
そういう問題なのか。
それとロイド、ついでに街案内でもしてやれ。
街案内ですか？
これから自分たちが守る街がどういった場所なのか、 そうそう、出てすぐのところにある武器商会とを警察官としてやっていくなら今後とも世話になるはずだ。
なるほど。了解です。
俺は大抵そこの部屋にいるが、昼寝やら雑誌を読むので忙しい。あんまり当てにしないで、なるべく自分たちで解決しろ。そんじゃあな。
ちょっと。
おいおい、いい加減なおっさんだな。
大丈夫なのかしら。先行き不安ですね。
まあとにかく俺たちの初仕事だ。一通り市内を回りながら支援要請を片付けよう。最初だから焦っても仕方ない。確実にやって感じをつかんでいこう。
ええ、そうね。了解です。
そんじゃま、いき。
When you inspect the terminal at the Triple S and choose Check Requests, a list of the requests will be displayed. Some of them are optional, but completing them gives you Mira and Detective points. And sometimes they have other rewards that go with them, making them very desirable to do. I'll go into more detail later on. I don't think there's anything for us to do here at the moment. We can talk to Sergey, and I'm going to take a small break before we head out into town. Taking care of smaller support requests is the Special Support Section's job. It's up to you whether you complete them or not, but at least head to the department later. If you want to learn about fine-tuning your enigmas, you should stop by the Orbital store too. Roger that. Don't worry, I'll teach you guys all about that, including the stuff that they probably don't outright tell you, because I don't remember what all is in their tutorial. But one of the things we do need to do is feed the cat, I think. Okay, so touring Crossbell. You'll notice my game timer is screwed up because of the whole babysitting thing. I figured I'd just have a co-host, but the kid was having none of it. Anyway, this is the weapon shop. Get around. As much as I want to welcome you to have a look around, I'm afraid you're out of luck. You can't buy a weapon in Crossbell without a license kit, so if this is a prank, then beat it. We're actually from the CPD, sir. Sorry for the confusion. Y'all are police officers? Must be those kids Sergey told me about. Alright, feel free to take a look around the shop. When you're ready to check out, show me your detective notebook. That'll substitute as a license. Some engineer-looking guy stopped by recently, left with something called an orbital staff with me. Said it's some fancy new weapon, but who the heck would ever sell a fishy thing like this to? An orbital staff, you said. That's what you use, right, Tio? I was under the impression that it was still in the testing phase of its development, though. Forget who you're selling it to. How are you even able to sell it in the first place? You said the man looked like an engineer? I'll admit, this whole thing is setting off quite a few alarm bells for me. Actually, that man might have been my boss. Your boss, huh? From the Foundation? Yes, exactly. He may have come to drop off a newer model of the orbital staff for me to test, though I can hardly fathom why he would not just give it to me himself. Gotta say I'm stumped over this one. Not sure what the deal is with this thing is, but I can sell it to the girl, right? Go on and buy it then. I already had to pay for the shipment. So Lloyd's Tonfas will give him defense. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. For Ellie, I don't like buying this because it's just a strength upgrade. She should be using like strength and magic. For Tio, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Like, it gives her strength. Some of the other ones will boost her art power, but this one doesn't. And I don't have anything new for armor for Lloyd, at least here. Oops. Randy, really broken. Make sure he stays armed. We're going to be giving him the Zemurian weapon at the end. It's one of the million things named Testarossa in the series, so just heads up. This is Central Square. I don't remember, is there a fast travel in this game? This place is as busy as ever. It's no surprise given how this is more or less the heart of the city. Just look at these stores and restaurants, you can get all your essentials here. Also acts as a hub leading to the other districts if you're in a hurry. It's only gotten busier with the recent surge in orbital vehicles. It sure looks that way. Okay everyone, how about we drop by the Orbital store next? You mean that Orbital Factory that Chief mentioned? Word around town is that the whole place got a huge makeover, real fancy now. Indeed, this new type of factory focuses more on commercialized Orbital products. They have a formal contract with the CPD as well. We should be able to rely on them for any of our Orbital needs. If that's the case, I'm sure it won't be long before we're regulars there. We should stop by before going to the other districts. Should be that corner building over there. Central Square has the department store, which is right across from us. Orbital Factory, which is right behind that guy selling, what is that, cotton candy? Armory, which is actually behind us, we just left it. And then the restaurant, which is to the left of their screen right now. That's the Cafe 27. Since almost everything you need is available here, it's a good idea to visit if you ever need to stock up. Gen 10, the city's Orbital store, is located on Central Square's eastern side. Hiya, are you tourists? You aren't? Dang. Just when I was about to give you my super duper tour of Crossbell City. It's not very surprising how crowded Central Square can get, given that's the heart of the city and all. So some of these NPCs you'll actually have seen in Cold Steel, so just pay attention to names if you're familiar with the game. So the department store is remodeling and the new Orbital shop open day. Seems like everything from houses to stores is getting an upgrade. I know that's a good thing in the end, but I can't help but worry that I'm going to find myself getting lost in all this development. Honestly, where in Zemurray has Grace gone off to now? The deadline is practically on our doorstep, and like usual, that woman is... So, Vensept Cafe. Venset, if you're not familiar, is 27 in French. You're probably not going to be able to hear the pronunciation too well with my throat the way it is, but that's why I just call this place Cafe 27. Good day, everyone. Welcome to 27. Will you be dining in or taking out? We're happy to accommodate either here. Just let us know when you place an order. I don't remember how you get the recipes in this game, but I don't really have money to throw around at the moment. This is delicious. Food this good at this low price? That's a steal. Thank you for your patience. I have 2 A lunches, hot and fresh. Excuse me, sir. Please take a seat if you're looking to be served. It's super hectic here right now, but if you hang out at one of the tables, I promise I'll be with you shortly. How lovely. The hustle and bustle keeps things fresh. Besides, reading here with a cup of coffee in hand relaxes me like nothing else. My mother-in-law is running late and we planned to eat together a while ago. Considering her age, I can't help but feel worried about her. There's nothing better than having a nice meal with my family here. Delicious food at affordable prices, that's the way it's always been. What more can I ask for? I'm meeting with an extremely important client today. Failure is not an option. Now I must hurry and make reservations, get my act together before he arrives. Are we able to talk to the cook? Because I think he has a recipe for us later. That should be a wrap on today's prep. Not too shabby, 30 years here and I'm still at the top of my game. Got a good feeling about this flavor. Let's roll with it. Every day we get loads of people dropping by for a bite to eat, and you wouldn't believe just how many of them are drop-dead gorgeous ladies sent here by Adios herself. Yet here I am slaving away in the kitchen all day, denying even a second to get a peek at them. Looks like Arios the hunk saved the day again, like there was ever any doubt. Swear to Adios, I wish he'd show up and save me too. Like, didn't the news say some police people tried to help Arios too? Guess they got there too late to steal the credit from him. What a bunch of posers. My papa works for a really big company. They even got some fancy system called the Orbital Network installed recently, but the thing is my papa doesn't get how it works, so he constantly runs into problems. Papa, you dummy. Imported food, clothes, shoes, general goods, accessories, and more. We carry all sorts of items, so why not take your time and browse around? Welcome to Times Department Store. This is the General Information Desk. If you have any questions regarding the store, please don't hesitate to ask. Good afternoon. Welcome to Times Department Store. Aren't you Miss Ellie? I knew I recognized you. Thank you very much for visiting us today. Miss Ellie, what's this about? Well, you see, my grandfather and Nestor are longtime acquaintances. Miss Ellie has been a precious client for the store ever since she was a child. So she's given VIP treatment. I knew it, she's a spoiled princess. Kinda now, you guys. By the way, Miss Ellie, I heard that you were looking for employment with the CPD after returning from your studies abroad. That's correct, I'm a police officer now. I'd appreciate if you would give me special treatment when I shop here. I know I'm being selfish, but... My apologies, I will respect your wishes then. That won't change the fact that you'll always be an important customer in my heart. If there's ever anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to come to me. Is there a way to change the camera angle? This is annoying me a little bit. Welcome to Southward General Store. Feel free to browse my wares. I sell the Crossbell Times and more. So usually in these games there's an achievement for getting all the newspapers. So we'll take one of these. Not really worried about the other items just yet. We're still really early in the game. I'm always stuck waiting around forever since Mom loves to take her sweet time. Whatever, I'm used to it. That sucks. Wow, look at all the newest arrivals in all these shops. I'm going to have to continue coming here as frequently as possible to keep up. Welcome, if you're looking for a pair of shoes, you come to the right store. Runners, leather shoes, boots, you name it. We have a wide selection of shoes to satisfy our customers' every need. Feel free to take a look. Dang it, I want to talk to him twice. He said something about the Strega Corp there. Plan to sell the Strega Corporation's newest designs as they release. You better act quickly or you're sure to miss them. Is this what he already had? No, it couldn't be what he has already. So I want to give this to him being Lloyd, because he needs to get closer to enemies. If you notice, this will give him the same movement as Randy, but I can't afford it, so... By the way, if you really want to, you can sell your Sepith. It's just... I don't want to. We need it for other crap. Whoa, he's so cool. What, I didn't say anything. Have a nice day at times. Crossbell's always getting caught up in sticky situations. Just the other day there was a shooting in a back alley. I'm sure the rest of the contents use this in a negative light. Our humble shop primarily deals in small accessories and jewelry. They may be a bit on the pricey side, but I assure you each and every one of our products is of the highest quality. So we have the silver chain and the perfect tail. Neither of these are really that important. I don't remember if the pendulums are in this game or not. Welcome to Deluca Boutique. We have every style of clothing you could ever ask for, from children's clothes to fancy business suits. Do not hesitate to ask me for assistance. So here's where we can get better armor, but we're still early in the game. Anyway, that completes your tour of the department store, almost. Over here you have the Foodstuffs. Welcome to Legion's Foods. I deal with a wide variety of important ingredients. Please make yourself comfortable and take a look. So when you're ready to start cooking, this is where you can go to get stuff. As you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff, and some of it's pricier than others. Sugar, flour, onion sauce. Shop has a great selection of goods to choose from. I mean, I'm just trying to buy some sugar, and they have 36 different varieties of the stuff. Now, which one is it going to be? Had to stop for a second. Okay, let's see. We have to go to the Orbital Factory. Do you want a balloon? Free of charge for tourists, that's right, free! Okay, I thought he sold cotton candy, but apparently it's balloons. So here you have Gen 10, the Orbital Store. I hate how the G's are so ambiguous. Wow, so this is that Orbital Store people have been talking about. From the biggest orbital card to the smallest orbit, they have it all. On top of that, their new redesign gives off that sleek and modern feeling, doesn't it? Hard to believe this was just a simple factory 3 years ago. Anyway, you should look for the technician to adjust our orbits. If I recall correctly, there should be a support counter over there. They'll be able to handle any adjustments to our orbits that we may need. Alright, let's check out that counter then. I used to work in an orbital manufacturing company, but I'm retired now. An assortment of goods from all over Zemuria are sold right here in Crossbell. This makes it the premier spot for window shopping. So this is an Orbital store. I'm surprised by how colorful it is. I only came to purchase an Orbital eye, but now I want to look at the other goods. My, what are those things over there? Here at Gen 10, we offer various Orbital goods that are guaranteed to save your time and your busy day-to life. I'm sure there's a product here calling your name. Please, shop to your heart's content. So in Cold Steel, I think there was a shop up here, but got nothing now. Welcome to Gen 10. This is the customer service desk. For maintenance of your Orbital goods, please step over to the other counter. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Gen 10 Orbital Factory. Shoot, I mean, welcome to Gen 10 Orbital Store. Oh, no way. Lloyd, is that really you? Wendy, what are you doing in a place like this? How rude. Can't you tell? I'd say it's pretty clear I'm the engineer of the store. Seriously? I know you mentioned you were looking for a job in your letters. Just wasn't really expecting you to run into you like this. Oh, this lovely lady is an old friend of yours, Lloyd? I'm a little jealous. What do you say we have ourselves a fun little date once your shift's over? Now isn't the time for this, Randy. We're on duty for crying out loud. It's nice to meet you, Wendy. I've heard great things about Gen 10, but the rumors don't do it justice. Are you guys Lloyd's colleagues? Well, to be honest, the shop's whole look is just the manager's personal taste. Oh, I should have mentioned this sooner, but this is the customer service counter. From here we can provide maintenance for all your Orbital needs. Alright, we'll be leaving our orbits in your capable hands from now on, Wendy. But our orbits are the Enigma models. Is that going to be an issue? Wow, so you guys got your hands on the brand new models, huh? I've got you covered. I should have the tools for them right here. I have a few regulars that use that model too. Man, Bracers sure love their orbits. Really? So the Bracer Guild's connections have allowed them to acquire cutting-edge technology as well. Damn, those Bracers are really ahead of the curve, huh? This isn't a laughing matter, Randy. Anyway, please don't let us get in the way of your orb. We just thought we'd pop in and check out the place. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other from now on, so we'll be counting on you, Wendy. No problem, leave everything to me. Whenever you get that itch to modify your orbit, just let me know and I'll get you all set up. Also, if you have any general questions about your orbits, just ask away. You're speaking to an Orbital Pro after all. So, upgrade, synthesize... Yeah, I'll explain this when... It's better for me to just tell you as we do it so you can visualize it as we go. So, real quick, they mentioned the Enigma thing because there are 2 playable Bracer characters in the game. I'm not going to mention who they are for spoiler reasons, but that's why they're able to use all the stuff that we have as well. You know, this Orbital store was actually just an ordinary factory up until last year. When this new manager took over, all his policies were about mass appeal and brand image. Thinking back, I really miss the old grease-stained look of the place when it was still a factory. Yeah, that does seem like a look that suits you better, Wendy. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that, Lloyd. Care to say it again? Sorry, it was nothing. Yeah, I heard my old teacher opened up his own store downtown. If you guys find the time, it might be worth checking out. So, on the left side, you'll see the sepet that you use to make the quartz, and then this is what you plug in. So, Lloyd having the defense 1 equipped gives him 3% bonus defense at the cost of 1% strength. HP, on the other hand, comes free. It's just bonus HP. There's no cost associated with it. Shield will decrease your arts. That's your magic offense stat, whatever you want to call it. So, I generally don't use these, but this can be decent on someone like Randy or Lloyd who don't do a lot of casting. They'll actually be up close and personal, actually tanking the blows, so to speak. Attack gives you strength at the cost of defense. This is generally pretty good, and for some reason, well, I assume the game devs don't want you to break the game, so fire and time are really hard to come by early in the game. Hence this. For evade, 5% chance to evade. I don't think you can make a feasible dodge tank in this game. It's not until Cold Steel that really becomes a thing. You have 1 extra point of movement, but it comes at the cost of 60 green sepeths, which I'm not sold on. This only gives you, if you look in the bottom left corner, you'll see wind, green crystal image times 1. That tells you, just gives you 1 win point for factoring in what spells you get. So this comes at a premium since these give you both 1 point of wind element. Meanwhile, the big one that you really want, to Action 1, gives you 10% bonus speed, but only 1 point in time. Takes 60 times sepeth in order to make. These, you want to have at least 1 on everyone. Impede, this gives you a chance to interrupt channels. I'm not really a fan of it, but if you have someone who's locked into time quartz, you may find use for it. Hit, boost your accuracy. If someone's having trouble hitting crap, this can help you. And then here's the big one, EP Cut. So this is really good on caster types like Tio and Ellie, and if you look, space gives you 1 time, 2 mirage, or 2 space, 1 mirage. So just by equipping this, it gives you access to 3 different elements. It does cost you 20 times Sepeth, 60 space Sepeth, and 20 mirage, but extremely good. Now the EP1 gives you 5% bonus EP. This is really bad early game and even kind of crappy late game. I'd only recommend doing this if you're stuck using Mirage Sepeth, and even then there's probably going to be better choices when the time comes. Gives you 1 space, 1 time, 2 Mirage, 5% EP. But the one that you want to use under the Mirage is this one, Mind. So this boosts your arts casting ability, so this is extremely good on Tio and Ellie since it's going to allow them to hit really hard. And if not for the fact that I'm interested in buying slots right now, then quartz, I would be looking to pick that up. So to explain this, to unlock the other slots you're able to equip, You're able to unlock every slot twice. That's why you'll see the one blue line next to the slot and the black line later on will be able to double up. Here, we can only unlock the first ones, and every time you unlock it, it boosts your character's max EP, so they're able to cast more. And the amount of EP you get per unlock depends on, I believe it's... I want to say that like the later lines tend to give you more, but I'm not entirely sure. It may just be based on character. So if you look here, this one costs like 20 across the board, 10 for the high elements. This will cost even more, but you can't unlock this without this one. But if you go to the other line, you can unlock it at the same cost for the most part. Now, Lloyd being well-rounded, it's not as much of an issue. You can't see it on Ellie. You can't see it on Tio. Okay, so the thing I wanted to show is that the slots that are generally element gated will require just that one element to unlock. So Randy will have something that should be fire only to unlock. And the most important one to unlock, I want to say, is going to be Tio. You can still sell your stuff for Mira here if you're inclined, but I'm not. And then if you want to equip stuff, you could, it's just we don't have any quartz yet to equip. And that pretty much concludes your tutorial, so everything else from here is just going to be chatter until we unlock the recipe book. The law office is very important for the overarching story. He helps you bust up some of the mob stuff, and that's all I'm going to say for this game. He plays a pretty important role in Azure, too. I believe this area is known as West Street. Yep, it's one of the larger residential areas in the city. Just look at all the apartments. If you guys wouldn't mind, I actually know a few people here I'd love to catch up with. Take it you grew up around these parts, huh? Well, we're already here. May as well do some meet and greeting before we head out. I'm sure you've been longing to see your friends and family. We can accompany you, too. Thanks, guys. Should swing by Belheim to visit Auntie. I can probably find Oscar working at Morge's, too. West Street is a residential area in the western part of the city. The streets are lined with homes and apartments, and along with occasional shops. Lloyd was born and raised in this district. So this is Morge's, the restaurant area. So the bracer saved some kids. Leave it to the guild to perform an amazing feat like that. It really goes to show how sloppy our city's management system is, though. If we had the appropriate countermeasures set in stone, this never would have happened in the first place. And then, who needs no introductions? Hey, you're the guys from the other day. On patrol or something? Are the police really so short-staffed that they need you to do it? Being a police officer is a busy job for you, and besides, patrolling is one of our duties. Putting that aside, you guys really need to cut it out with the dangerous stunts. What do you know? We never get ourselves into trouble. Have no fear, Arios McLean is here. It's a special sports section, guys. Thanks for helping us out the other day. Our dads were so mad, I thought we were going to get grounded for life. Can't say I'm too surprised, I'm just glad you're both safe. Hope you all have a good day at work. Notice that a lot of people are buying more people are buying Orbital cars lately. I love taking photos, and being able to drive out of the city for some nice shots would be super handy. Dude, they give you buses here. They're not shot up like the ones in Chicago. I'm just kidding. Hey, Oscar. Well, if it isn't my man Lloyd. So you finally decided to step by and visit your old buddy Oscar, eh? You really know how to keep a guy waiting. What's it been, like a year since we last hung out? Oscar, it's been 3 years already. Man, that fuzzy memory of yours hasn't changed a bit. I blame the fact we keep sending letters to each other. Never really felt like you were gone for that long, you know? Besides, you might have gotten a bit taller, but I see you still haven't outgrown that precious little baby face. Shut up. Aw, and that pout's only proving him right. Ahem. You must be an old friend of Lloyd's, then. Yep, the oldest. Name's Oscar. I work as an apprentice here at Morge's Bakery. And you three are Lloyd's co-workers? Yep, name's Randy. Nice to meet you, I'm Ellie. Tio Plato. Nice to meet you guys. You can tell we work together even though we aren't wearing uniforms. Sometimes I can't tell whether it's completely obvious or a lot sharper than it lets on. Something wrong? I can see the gears in your head spinning around. Oh yeah, you still cook, Lloyd? I mean, a little bit, I guess. I had to help out my uncle with chores and it meant cooking every so often. Then take this as a reunion gift from yours truly. Hope you'll get some use out of it. There's the recipe book. I might teach you guys how to make a killer sandwich while you're here. Trust me, it's easy as pie. It's the perfect recipe to get you in the swing of things. So now we know how to make a happy ham sandwich. Thanks, Oscar. It's a nice gift. It even has plenty of room to write down different variations of different recipes, or to write down variations of different recipes. With you guys sharing it, I'm sure each of you will come up with your own spin on things. I think you'll get a kick out of it. It'll certainly keep us well fed. It's a little embarrassing, but the only cooking I've ever done is baking desserts. What about you two? I can only roast and boil stuff. You know, food you have camping out in the wilderness. If a recipe has a clear and concise protocol I can follow, I can manage. If you're interested, I'll be happy to teach you a thing or two. So, you can find recipes lying around, you can get them out of treasure chests, you can get them as rewards for quests, you can get them from talking to people. There are loads of ways to get them, and there's like 24 in each game. Recipes are recorded in the recipe notebook. If you can use the recipe notebook, you can prepare dishes with various effects at any time. When cooking recipes, there's a chance to get a supreme or peculiar variant of each dish, and sometimes a failure too. Most ingredients used in cooking are sold at general stores and various shops. Monsters may drop them as well. Where do you really come into your own as a baker, Oscar? When you mentioned in one of our letters that the breads you come up with every month draw in people by the droves. Oh no, I wouldn't go that far. The baker's journey is a long and winding one, so I can't sit back and get comfortable just yet. I do think this month's bread came out pretty great, though. I'd love for you to try it. So, if you remember Oscar, he does make an appearance in Cold Steel. He's like a wandering baker, and he's being pursued by, what's her name? We'll talk to her in a second. Oh my gosh, what a gorgeous bakery. I actually came to West Street to meet up with a friend, but it looks like I've stumbled onto a real diamond in the rough. Welcome. We may be a bakery, but we have a little cafe space set up right out front. Pretty handy if you want to sit down and grab a bite to eat right here and now. Go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. And he's being pursued by... Benet. Our monthly signature bread is one of our biggest hits, always flying right off the shelves. I'm the poster girl of the shop. I should be the one in charge of its creation by now. Oh yeah, if you ever need to get in the back door of the Triple S, it's down here. Welcome to Belheim. Let's see if Yuna's here or not. Cleaning, laundry, washing the dishes. Dads just don't know how to clean at all. It's because they're so lazy. Hey, aren't you the little girl I used to see at Wendy's place back in the day? Are you friends with my sister? Don't worry, it's nothing. Sorry for bothering you. Figure she doesn't remember me. It's been 3 years after all. Well, Lloyd, didn't know you like him that young. No, I do not. Are you trying to destroy my reputation? You wouldn't believe what I saw this morning when I opened my copy of the Crossbell Times. There was a picture of Ryu staring right at me. That damn fool of a son. Better believe I gave him an absolute earful right then and there. So this must be where Ryu lives. Long time no see, Uncle Miles. Well, if it isn't little Lloyd from next door. What a pleasant surprise. I'd heard you were back in town, but I think you'd grown so much I'd hardly recognize you. Well, I might have gotten a little bit taller, but I've still got a long way to go on the inside. I wouldn't say that. You did pass the qualification exam to become a detective after all. I'm sure if Guy were still here, he'd be proud of his little brother. You really think so? I'd be glad if that were truly the case. He absolutely would, I know it. By the way, did you want to stick around? The wife's in the kitchen if you wanted to say hello. I'm sure she'll be ecstatic to see you again. Yeah, I'll do just that. Oh? Is that really you, Lloyd? Yeah, it's me. I'm home, Aunt Letty. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Letty, or... Sorry it took so long for me to visit. It really should have been the first thing I did. Lloyd, you finally come home. I heard through the grapevine that you were able to get a job at the CPD. How is it? Have you already started work? It's fine so far. It might be a bit too easy going for my taste, though. Our chief kind of just lets us do our own thing. Really, it sounds like an enjoyable place to work to me. Honestly, I'm just happy to see you looking healthy and cheery again. I'll have to thank Adios next time I'm at the cathedral. Lloyd, if you ever need anything while you're living in the dorms, you better let me know right away. Your auntie will be there in a flash if you ever need anything. Come on, Auntie, I'm not a little kid anymore. Besides, I've been living in dorms since I was enrolled at the police academy. Don't be such a stranger, Lloyd. You just came home. Don't be afraid to rely on your auntie to help you out. Sorry, Auntie. I'll be sure to drop by again soon. I'll bring some desserts and we can catch up over them. Dang, she's totally got Lloyd on the back foot. Despite her seemingly gentle nature, she appears to be quite the formidable force. For some reason, I don't get the feeling they're related by blood, though. Maybe not, but they're as close as any family I've ever seen. I'm a bit jealous. So these are Cecile's parents. And real quick, if you didn't know, only Lloyd and Ellie are from Crossbell. Tio is from Le Mans, as they mentioned earlier. And then Randy was a wandering mercenary, specifically a Jaeger. Villa Raison. My husband has yet again decided to redecorate our apartment. I up and leave the place whenever he does it. Can't stand it. How am I supposed to enjoy quietly working on my handicrafts? I feel like changing the atmosphere of the place, so I bought some fancy furniture. This layout should do the trick. And then Elia should live on the top floor, if I remember. Here we are. Eagle Eye. Wait, you don't live in Villa Raison. Get out of here. So, Ornament. The one thing that sucks is this only has an effect when Tio... I don't know, it says affects the whole party. Normally it's only when the character is the leader. So this will give her access to Space and Mirage. So if you look, she can now cast Innocence Arc. She doesn't actually have enough for Mirage because there's no low-level Mirage spell. Takes a few points to even get the first one. The new City Hall design is planned to be a 40-story skyscraper. The whole thing is unprecedented and contains a plethora of original concepts. Truly a building for the ages. Been working on designing the exterior and the office space. Cannot wait for this behemoth's completion. So if you've played the later Cold Steel games, you'll actually see that after it's been built. Sorry about that, I was busy cooking. Welcome to Kendall's architectural firm. Please direct any request to my husband. Thank you. He appears to be free at the moment. Well, good morning to you. It is I, Sammy the caretaker. Are you here to visit one of the tenants? Levick lives on the first floor and Kendall lives on the second floor. But who lives on the third floor here behind this locked door? But yes, that is Elia Platier, the lead dancer of Arc-en-Ciel. Okay, next place. Good morning to you all. Welcome to Tally's General Store. Tally's... I guess his name is Talus. Talus is in its 10th year of doing business. Thank you for your continued support, everyone. So if you look at the sign, the apostrophe is after the S, because I always thought his name was Tally, but it must be Talus. Ryu and Honori always look like they're having so much fun together. Wish I could join them too. Welcome, come on in. If you're looking to stock up on daily necessities, then you come to the right place. Talus's General Store is your #1 stop. Our store's policy is to take it easy, so I'll let you do your thing. Take as much time as you need to feel our products out. So in case you're wondering, you can also buy the Crossbell times here too. I have 5. I should be good for a little while until I get some more money somehow. And here's Grimwood Law. Oh, are you a client? Sorry, but Mr. Grimwood is out currently. If you have business with him, please wait over by the front desk. Wait until he comes back. Feel free to sit down on one of the couches. So, if you've played Cold Steel, this is eventually the newspaper building, if I remember, because Grimwood's kicked out. Residential district. This is Crossbell's northwestern district. It's been home to upper-class families for as long as I can remember. Nothing but big-ass mansions around here. Yeah, Ellie is acting strange. It's a quiet district in the northwest part of Crossbell City. There are no special facilities, but large mansions are home to various affluent people living their lives. If you look on the right side right there at the bottom, you'll see the back door to the geofront. It would be a good idea to stop by and strike up a conversation with some of the people here while patrolling the city. Granny ordered me to take care of all the cleaning. I'm still sleepy, but I don't think I can brush this off to the side. Cleaning first, napping second. Anyone here? My son gave Henri quite the scolding for playing in such a dangerous place. But if you ask me, a boy his age should be allowed to throw a little caution to the wind. Keep all energy up is one of the important things for a child his age. Dinner party for all the sophisticated ladies and gentlemen to mingle in. Now that is the beauty of high society. Actually, a certain wealthy Someone's throwing a pretty fancy party tonight. I think I'll try to get in on the fun too. I want to even get more of a taste of all this high society splendor. Just want to make sure there's no one else here. Hayworth residence. This is a pretty important place, so just remember it. Oh, are you here to see my husband? I apologize, but Harold isn't home at the moment. I'd be more than happy to relay a message to him if you like. Oh, my apologies, you aren't my husband's clients, are you? That makes a lot more sense. I thought it was strange for a group of young people to be negotiating with Harold. Your husband is involved with commerce, correct? Yes, he's a trader, albeit a relatively minor one. I apologize for the misunderstanding. Please come by again if you ever need our assistance. We'd love to help you in any way we can. And over here is... I'm enjoying lots of stuff today. You guys want to play with me too? We have to rescue him later, so that's why you have to remember what this place is. The gate is locked. I believe Representative Campbell lives in this mansion. Representative Campbell? Who's that? It's the leader of the Republican faction that died. You'd be surprised how far his influence can reach. It'd be wise for us not to bother him if we don't have any business here. Good call. I think I'll pass on meeting him until we have reason to. I don't remember if he's the mobbed up one or if that's someone else. The only people who live on this street are Crossbell's upper-class families. Owning land in Crossbell is expensive, so these mansions cost a pretty mira. Therefore, unless you have the wealth to kick it up, unless you have the wealth to back it up, laying a home here is nothing more than a pipe dream. So here's the Geo front door. So make sure there's anything over there. Sun's warmth feels so pleasant today. It feels perfect for basking in a little sunshine. Oh my, the flowers are looking thirsty. I've been taking care of this flower bed for the last year. Come and admire my babies. They're especially beautiful now that they're in full bloom. Could it be? Am I a professional at watering flowers? So I think this is Bond and Sunita's house. Finally managed to get a break from work, so I think I'll take this opportunity to drink my wife's excellent black tea. Actually, where even is she? I don't see her. Is she still watering the plants? Okay, pajamas are folded and put away in the drawer now. I can't rely on Mother very much, so I just do everything myself. She doesn't have her cat yet. I think she gets it in this game, but they get thrown out of this place and they're living in East Street in Cold Steel, if I remember. Whoa, this mansion is really impressive. Looks like the gate is closed, though. Hey, Lloyd, wouldn't it be rude to loiter in front of someone's house if we don't have any business here? Yeah, you're right. Whoever lives here must be pretty famous. It'd be wise not to intrude on them so suddenly. Yes, that's Ellie's house. I think this takes us out of Crossbell. Yep, north exit. So that's where you'll find the church. Correct, it's not in city limits. Here's Randy's favorite place. That's the theater right there. The entertainment district. What's that over there? Wow, this is amazing. This is home to the continent-renowned theater troupe Arc-en-Ciel, and as I say in every game, if you're not familiar with French, Arc-en-Ciel means rainbow. Yeah, aren't their tickets ridiculously expensive, though? Everybody enjoying themselves? Are we all ready to go to our next stop? Aw, man, can't we go inside and watch one of their performances? No can do, I'm afraid. Their only show today is being held later in the evening. Most it's put off for free time tonight, though you're welcome to check it out. I wholeheartedly recommend it, both for fans and the uninitiated. Okay, everyone, allow me to lead you to our next destination. There's lots of business with Arc-en-Ciel. I like coming out here to chill. Been a hell of a lot of tours lately, though. Yeah, I heard there have been a lot of tour buses coming in from out of town. The entertainment district has a lot to offer, so it makes it one of the more popular spots for them to visit. That's why work is of such importance. If something were to happen to them, it could snowball into an international crisis. It would be best to avoid that indeed. The entertainment district is a commercial area in the northern part of the city. Its various casinos, hotels, and theaters attract an incredible amount of tourists. While some areas are currently inaccessible, you should try visiting them as you progress through the story. So right here is the casino. Hey there, wanna play? Hope you have a fabulous time. Is this a casino? Sure is, the illustrious Barca Casino. It's my go-to place in Crossbell City. So how about it, guys? A little casino action to celebrate our newfound division? Yeah, I don't think so. Please try to use your brain, Randy. Come on, Mademoiselle. Give me one good reason why we shouldn't. Well, for one, we're in the middle of training today. Sorry, Randy, but you're out of luck this time. I haven't seen your faces around here before. Are you tourists? Are you looking to gamble? There's a casino nearby, otherwise I recommend watching an Arc Seal performance. There are plenty of nice shops in the area, too. You should take a look around in them sometime. Hell yeah, I'm pumped. Time to paint this town red. Am I gonna challenge a casino, or will I hit up a bar and drink with a hot chick? No matter what I choose, tonight's gonna be one hell of a night. Ice cream, get your ice cream. Hey there, mister, we're having a free giveaway today. Here, my vanilla ole recipe. I was messing around with my ingredients here at the stall one day and it sparked culinary genius. Simply fabulous, so you gotta try it out at least once. So now we have the recipe for vanilla ole. Will I ever get the chance to see the Fervent dancer in her practice outfit? Fervent is, Ilya. Did you guys come to check out the Troops Perform practice session as well? Fans aren't allowed inside, but you can stand out here and picture it all happening just beyond these walls. Feel free to join us, my fellow comrades. What's going on? Don't be so stubborn, Risha. I promise it's not a big deal. So, real quick, I made the mistake that I didn't realize her name was Chinese when I was playing this originally. The XI makes an SH sound, so it's not Rixia, it's Risha. Stay with me for as long as you like. The blonde is Ilya, by the way. That's Risha. No, really, I couldn't. I appreciate the offer, but I'll be fine, really. I'll just find a cheap apartment somewhere, she does on the east side. City Hall's information desk should be able to point me in the right direction, I think. True, that's probably the quickest and easiest way to go about it. You can take care of your citizenship application while you're there, too. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Not only did I cut our practice short, but now I'm bothering you with all these questions. Holy smokes, isn't that Ilya Platier? Ilya Platier? I think I've seen her in a few magazines. And who might you all be? My sincerest apologies, but Arc Seal has a performance starting at 6 p.m. If you're a fan, we'd appreciate it if you'd return at a later time. Sorry, sir, we didn't intend to come here unannounced. Please excuse us, then. Boy, that was embarrassing. I thought we could go in there without any issues. Excuse me, who exactly is this Ilya Platier? She is stunning. What? How could you not know who Ilya Platier is? Man, have you been living under a rock all these years? Say that again. Calm down, you two. To answer your question, Tio, she's a bit of a celebrity. Thanks, I'll see you tomorrow. There's Risha. Pardon me. No, it was our fault. We shouldn't have been standing in your way. It's okay, have a nice day. I don't know if she's playable in Azure or not. Risha, that is. Okay, I'm gonna need to remember to try to cut out the doorbell, but I had to get up to get that. Is she from the troop? Never seen her face before, though. Is she a new member? And the answer is yes, she is. So here's Hotel Millennium. This has 2 doors in. You'll see it's weird design. Welcome to Hotel Millennium. We provide only the finest quality of service at our hotel. We make for the perfect place to rest in Crossbell, the entertainment capital of Zemuria. You can replenish CP by staying at hotels and inns. Regular inns take 100, I'll give you 100, while luxury give you 200. We offer many services including beauty salons, guided tours, and various booking services. We make the perfect place to rest in Crossbell, the entertainment capital of Zemuria. Like, I kind of wonder if that's supposed to make this place part Monaco, because I thought Monaco was supposed to be like the entertainment capital of Europe, even though it's only as big as a city, kind of like Crossbell, you know? This hotel has been in business for 60 years as of this year. We began offering tour planning services a few years ago, which made us more popular. Good morning. Will you be staying here? Would you like me to carry your luggage to your room? Nothing there. Nothing there. There will be people in various rooms as you progress through the game. I'm so done with walking. Man, what a pickle I'm in. Maybe I'll just give up and go home. Good day, welcome to Hotel Millennium. If you wish to reserve a room, you may do so at the front desk. So there's 2 doors in because this thing, it's an archway type thing that extends over this road, covering both sides of it. So we already spoke to him. You've come to the right place. We've got the booze and grills, now we just need you. Come on in, we'll give you the time of your life for the low price of 1,000 mira an hour. Yeah, we can't afford that. So this is going to take us to the back alley. Right there's an important shop. Imelda. What is this place? This is the infamous back alley of Crossbell. It's like an extension of the entertainment district. Got its fair share of pubs and nightclubs so you can while the night away at. Sound like you're awfully familiar with this area, Randy. Of course, man. Didn't I tell you before? Clubs around here have a ton of sexy ladies, and where sexy ladies gather, so too does Alright, you can stop talking now. Suppose Randy must be a regular at these kinds of places. Back alley is an alleyway that connects to the central square. You can find stores such as Grand Jazz Bar and Imelda Antique Shop here. While the prices may be expensive, you can find many useful items here. Try visiting when you have the chance. Ah, I spy with my little eye, Randy Orlando. You haven't come by to play with us lately. What could be more important than us? My bad, sweetie. My hands are kind of tied right now, sort of in the middle of a career change. How's life been treating you, my dearest? Guess I'm the same as usual. I'm always working as hard as I can to beat my rivals. Randy, will you please come play with us again? Leave me no choice, ma'am. Maybe I can make some time to. Yes, hello, Randy. Care not to hit on the hostess while with a minor, please? Something tells me Randy's pretty well known around here. You find folks tourists by any chance? Looks like you could use a bit of entertainment right about now. Leave it to Bishy. I'll introduce you to a real wonderful place. Come on, don't be shy. Follow me. What an aggressive barker. I believe being this pushy is a violation of lawful business practices. Oh man, you guys brought a kid with you? Whatever, it's fine. I'll overlook it this time, just this once as a favor. You two little lady, this ain't a good place for kids to play around. You gotta be careful, okay? I can tell T doesn't enjoy being treated as a child one bit. If you didn't know, Barker is a job title of sorts. It's really, really antiquated for the US, so I imagine a lot of people may not know about it. Can I help you? We're not open yet, you should know. Looks like some kind of jazz bar. That it is. This place is a pretty famous local spot. Got a nice selection of drinks, too. So this is the jazz bar Garant. Wait a second. I think I remember my brother mentioning this place. Well, I'm not so cold as to give you exhausted guests nothing for stopping by. I'd be happy to whip up a cocktail or two for you all, excluding the kid, of course. So I'm the only one left out, is that right? You in the mood for something? Orange juice, please. We don't have any juice. Tio, you best go somewhere else. After all, this place is more for adults. So they sell shiny blue, which you can see is a revive and half HP heal. So pretty nice, but pretty steep in terms of cost. That dirty old perv, can't he keep his hands to himself? Jeez, I'm exhausted. Being a hostess isn't as easy as it looks. So yes, there'll be a quest that we have to do here. This is where the mob is. Hey, you brats. You got some business here or something? Can't let you kids past here. It's private property, understand? What's with these guys? They definitely ain't your friendly neighbors. Yeah, I think they're with the Mafia. I'd like to investigate when we get the chance, but we're still just rookies. For now, we shouldn't press our luck. We're not going to be back here until like 3/4 through the game, so make a very small note. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to inspect any and all my prized antiques, dearies. Something about this place gives me the creeps. Imelda has a lot of stuff throughout the entire series that revolves around her. So yes, these are the Pendulum Items I was referring to. So you have Still Blue, which is the caster item, which for some reason doesn't block mute. Like, it blocks blind but not mute. And then you have the offensive item, which blocks freeze and petrify but not blind. Your guess is as good as mine, folks. But they are extremely pricey, as you can see. So we won't be getting those until like we're 2/3 through the game. I'm trying to remember, do you have to pop up through the geofront to get that chest? Anyway, before we go to the administrative district, we'll head over to East Street. Actually, let's dip over to Station Street real quick. There's really nothing of importance right here. This is just so you can talk to people. Are you on your way to the station? My sources say the train bound for the Republic should be arriving soon. It's fairly crowded during this time of day, so please be careful. Lady Felicia and I came here from Arabonia to purchase some septium crystals. Since we had to practically run away to find our way here, I can only assume our sudden disappearance caused a great stir at home. I feel awful. Here we are at last. Crossbell, home of the septium industry. Just thinking about it gets me positively giddy. My goal is to get my hands on some precious septium crystals, and I'm going to do everything I can to make that happen. Rhymes Deliveries is a privately owned delivery service. We deliver goods from foreign countries to citizens of Crossbell. Came here to pick up some cargo, but it hasn't arrived yet. And then this takes you to the hospital. Crossbell Station. I don't think we need to catch a train here right now. But we, of course, have to do stuff there later. So if you saw my playthrough of Zero before, I screwed up the one parking mission, but I still got the max rank. This should be 100% perfect, as long as the game didn't screw me out of the points at the very beginning of that first quest with not letting the kids get hit. Wowza, talk about an exotic-looking street. I believe this could be described as Eastern style. I've heard of this area, but the description's pale in comparison to seeing it in person. Haven't had a chance to come here very often myself. I've heard the various stalls at the marketplace are wonderful, though. Yeah, well, why don't we check it out then? This is the part where I remind you all that we aren't here to shop. Besides, I think the Bracer Guild is located somewhere around here. You can see the Bracer Guild right there at the top left. It literally has the Bracer emblem on a gong outside. Fisherman's Guild is in the top middle. And I think that's just a house that's on the top right. East Street is an Eastern-inspired district on the east side of Crossbell City, so that means it's Calvert-inspired. And if you want to see what Calvert looks like, you have to look at Trails of... I don't know if it's Trails of Black, Trails to Black. It's hard to... The no part is weird. It's a Japanese preposition that can mean tons of different things, which is why a lot of people, myself included, thought that the translation of Zero no Kiseki was Trails to Zero, but they're calling it Trails from Zero in the NIS version, so that's what we're sticking with here. Anyway, marketplace filled with street vendors and is popular among shoppers. Additionally, Crossbell branch of the Bracer Guild is located in the area to provide support to citizens. But going back to the whole preposition thing, that's how Sora no Kiseki is Trails in the Sky, Zero no Kiseki, Trails from Zero, Sen no Kiseki is Trails of Cold Steel. We don't know if it's Trails to Black, Trails from Black, or how exactly that preposition is going to work, but it's the newest game that actually bombed. I think it's like the weakest performing game in the entire series. Are you tourists? You should watch yourselves around here. We're pretty close to the downtown district, so it can get a little dangerous at times. If you're ever in trouble and need help, try to make your way to the Bracer Guild. You know you can always rely on them for help. I recognize you kids. This is your first time coming to East Street? Lots of merchants and immigrants live around here if you were curious. Foreigners have been welcomed with open arms on the street as long as I can remember. Like, I don't know what the major criticisms of the new game are. The hybrid battle system looks really stupid. But I don't know if there's like story plot holes or something or another. My mom and dad keep making me babysit Mei-Ling. Wish they let me have some alone time. Listen here, Mei-Ling. Your brother wants to laze about and do nothing today. Feel free to stick around, but you gotta be quiet, okay? Okay. And this is one of the apartment buildings. I forgot who it was that lives here. My brother Azel hasn't come home for an entire week. I'm almost positive he's been sticking around with all those delinquents. Azel is a member of... was it the Apostles, I think? I don't remember if he's Apostle or Viper, but he's been reformed when you get to Cold Steel. Bracers are the awesomest thing in all of Crossbell, and that's a fact. I don't want to brag, but I got to meet the Arios McLean. I'm blessed to have two lovely daughters. My eldest is in the CGF and my youngest with the CPD. Having two well-behaved, loving daughters as a mother is all you can ask for. Daughter works for the CPD. Is it someone I've already met? So she's the Seeker mother. So Noelle, and I forgot the other sister's name, the one that we actually met already that we're supposed to go meet right now. think it's Rebecca, it's someone else. I work for a brokerage firm based in the Erebonian Empire. I was offered a job transfer to the Crossbell, the mother of the international stock market. And just as you'd expect, it's been so much more convenient to be on site where the trades are actually happening. Door's locked. That's now where Risha moves in, so I forgot who it is that goes there. I think this takes us to the newspaper area. Here's the Bracer Guild. So this building belongs to the Bracer Guild. Indeed, they are an international non-governmental organization serving to keep the peace and protect civilians. Yep, they're Crossbell's favorite allies of justice and our competitors. Though I believe officially, at least, we have a collaborative relationship with them. Why, hello there. Welcome to the Bracer Guild. You must be from that new little experiment the police department's running, the Triple S, right? What? How does he know about us? Allow me to properly introduce myself. I'm Lloyd Bannings with the CPD's Special Support Section. And you are? You can call me Michelle. I serve as the Bracer Guild's receptionist out here in Crossbell. I heard about you guys from Arios. Guess that makes sense. Still, I'm surprised you recognized us as soon as we walked in. Well, the badges were a dead giveaway, and that eclectic lineup of yours narrowed it down quite a bit. Anyway, from what I hear, your little group has taken more than a few notes from the Bracer Guild, Yeah, I cannot deny that. Guess you Bracers aren't too amused by that. Don't be silly, we don't mind one little bit. In fact, we welcome you with open arms. We're always drowning in requests, and every Bracer in my guild is already running around the state like a headless chicken. You're doing us a huge favor by taking on some of that work, you know? I see, it's a bit of a relief to hear that. Don't go getting ahead of yourselves just yet. You still haven't done diddly squat to prove you're useful. Half-assed help only makes more work for us. Not pulling any punches, I see. I know I'm being a tad harsh, but we honestly have some of the best bracers Maria has to offer here in Crossbell. Arios is a given, of course, but each and every one of our other members are pros at what they do, and the citizens trust them immensely. On the other hand, the Triple S is just a group of newbies the CPD threw together to salvage its image. So you can see why I still have my doubts that you're able to keep up, right? Yeah, there's no arguing against that. Rushing up to them is definitely a tall order, can't deny that. Okay, I'll ease off with the teasing for now. You just focus on working hard and doing what you can for now. And if you fall and scrape your knees, we'll be there to kiss your boo-boos and make it all better. We'll give it our all. Seriously though, Special Support Section? Is it actually true your division was created due to some internal drama at the CPD? Certainly got your sources locked down tight. You bet your batons I do. Don't go underestimating on the power of our connections. We get our hands on all the juiciest morsels of information from all over the continent. For example, if I wanted to get a head count of every hottie and hunk across all of Erebonia. It's a wonder I haven't gone mad with power. I don't know if that was the best example. I've heard that the Guild's info network is one of the best there is. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the future. Know that you're always welcome. Actually, come by a little later if you're free. Got a lovely little idea. Can mark the advent of our collaboration, even. An idea? What exactly do you have in mind? Just a little something that'll give you a better picture of how competent you really are. Don't worry, I don't bite, I swear. Kinda suspicious, don't you think? I agree, his speech patterns do not match those of other men I have met. I do not know what to make of this exactly. So I think he wants us to spar against the two new bracers that are coming in from Liberal. Man, Arios is on another business trip. Guy can't seem to catch a break. Who am I to talk, though? We're about to get dispatched ourselves. Lynn and Aeolia should be back soon, though. Michelle's really good at organizing our shifts, isn't he? Seems like we always got people covering the different parts of the state. Yeah, true. I just wish he'd ease up a bit. The man can really work us to the bone sometimes. Pardon us, are you all bracers? Oh, I recognize you guys. You're those officers from the Triple S, yeah? You are correct. That easy to tell? Sure is. You have a sort of clueless rookie air about you. I can see you're inexperienced at a glance. Are you sure you're going to be able to survive working in Crossbell? It's frustrating, but we can't deny we're still inexperienced. Regardless how you feel about us, we intend to do what we can. How naive. If you don't push yourselves beyond simply doing what you can, you'll never grow, in your careers or as people. Wow, he's harsh. Well, personally, I'm rooting for you guys. If the police were a bit more with it, us bracers wouldn't have to work so damn hard all the time. After all, we're the ones who have to clean up every problem you ignore or fail to solve. Sorry, we'll work on fixing that. I got a couple of requests to handle out in our more active village this morning. Today's gonna be another busy one, so I better get going. Some promising up-and-comers are going to transfer to the Crossbell branch soon. I guess I'll do what I can to not give them the cold shoulder. Huge number of requests posted. These requests really run the gamut. Odd jobs, weird jobs, even some surprisingly big jobs, too. Can't say I'm surprised. These braces here are really dependable after all. Fishing by the streams up on the mains mountains, eh? Super excited just thinking about it. I think they're busy discussing fishing with each other. Peter, you know I can hardly refuse when it comes to showing off my master techniques. How about we hold ourselves a tournament near the stream then? Who are these people? Why do I always get stuck cleaning the fish tank? This is so lame, what a pain. That's one massive fish tank. What the heck is this place? So if you've played the Cold Steel series, you've run into members of the Fisherman's Guild. Depending on how far you got in the series, that determines how many of them you ran into. You know, you can always count on the Bracer Guild wherever you are. No matter what country you may find yourself in, people know who to turn to. It definitely makes traveling less stressful. Oh, are you tourists? Just watch yourselves around here. We're pretty close to the downtown district, so it can get a little dangerous at times. If you're ever in trouble and need help, try to make your way to the Bracer Guild. You know you're just going to rely on them for help. So here's downtown. Over here is the road to Armorica, if I remember correctly, because I think Armorica is the east side. What's on the west side? Oh dear, we meet again. If I recall correctly, we sat across from each other on the train. You're the kind lady from back then. Sorry, you said your house is on East Street. That must be it then. I remember how you offered to carry our luggage for us. Such an admirable young man you are. By the way, my husband is upstairs. If you'd like to talk to him, I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you again. Sure, I'd be happy to. You're that lad we sat with on the train, right? How was your first day at work? Well, I guess I'd say it feels like I'm finally getting into gear now. Are these your colleagues? It's nice to see a group of young people working together towards a better tomorrow. I don't know how much I can help, but feel free to drop by and chat if you want to. Back in my day, I was a merchant. I'm lucky to have a few connections around the state. Wow, I never knew that. Who are you acquainted with exactly? Let me think. There's the mayor of Crossbell, and there's a certain association of merchants. On top of that, a good friend of mine is also the director of St. Ursula Hospital. Lloyd, isn't this guy kind of a big deal? Sir, what do you do for a living? Glad you asked. I'm sitting chairman of Crossbell's Business Owners Association. Don't go getting all nervous now. It's not exactly that big of a deal, honestly. His appearance does not play the part, though. So this is Chairman Moores of the Business Owners Association. And there's one quest involving him later. He also plays a role in one of the Cold Steel quests. We already spoke to her. Fish. Come get your fish. Finest catch of the day at the finest price you'll ever see. It's a large quantity of fish. Yeah, I can't say I'm familiar with these species. These are saltwater fish preserved and transported out from Calvert. Whether you steam them or fry them, they'll still be delicious. Want to buy some? Fishies, fishies. All the boys in my house are hefty eaters. Still a pain in my behind to prepare enough food for all of them. Welcome, folks. Haven't seen your face around these parts. How about I throw you guys a little extra on me? Yes, you must have gone through a ton of trouble to get all these veggies on display like this. I don't know what it is about street vendors, but whatever they're selling on, it looks so irresistible. It's mighty nice to hear. These bad boys are delivered straight from our Armorica village. Come pick out your favorites. So, if you don't want to go to the department store, you can buy some food stuff here, too. Welcome. Our veggies are extra fresh today, so I hope you'll buy some. The shop looks a little cheaper. Actually, I'm pretty sure this other store lets you haggle with them. Welcome. Are you interested in handicrafts made by yours truly? Then look no further. You even got swords like this? Might I ask what this revolving object is? Glad you asked, kid. This here is called the Pinwheel. These babies are used as good luck charms out in the east. Feel free to take one if you like. Who knows, it might even bring you some good fortune. So the colorful pinwheel you can see gives you a little bit of evasion, but you can get some accessories here, nothing too groundbreaking. And then here's the restaurant. Lungtao Tavern and Inn. Work as a delivery truck driver, and I gotta make round trips out to Calvert daily. To be honest, it can get pretty taxing. What a cute customer. Will you be dining in, or are you booking a room? We got spots open for either. Just let me know when you're ready, okay? There's one thing we need to decide before we start business here, and that's the company name. The president. Oh, come on. The name's totally important. Oh yeah? Who decides the name? The president, right? Me and my buddy are going to start a business. We're aiming to make the best company in all Crossbell. Guys like us gotta dream big, eh? You're only saying that because you want to be the president, don't you? So these two actually have a store in Cold Steel, but it's weird if I remember correctly, like they flounder and stuff like that. So, Shanshan, I think you can challenge her in one of the card games in Cold Steel. Welcome to the best combination bar in town. City's kind of a hodgepodge of styles around here, huh? Back when Crossbow was Galvardian territory, a bunch of immigrants came here. After mixing in with all the other immigrants, everybody's nationality is a total mystery. This sort of melting pot environment has its upsides too, I guess. Different items here, including this, which has a nice little buff component attached to it. You can get recipes from here later. That's Shanshan's father. Or no, this is Shanshan's father. This is the guy who likes her, if I remember correctly. Hey, customers are allowed in the kitchen. Get out now. If you need to make an order, do it at the counter. And then here's the actual hotel part. We'll have business here later with customers, don't worry. Okay, let's head on downtown, to the wrong side of the tracks. Maison Imelda is where Brisha moves into. Downtown. Damn, there's a neighborhood down here? This place really a part of Crossbell City? Yes, it is. This is the downtown district. Haven't been around here much, to be honest. This place is supposedly the remnants of a development project from long ago. According to the records, many citizens still inhabit the area. Interesting, I didn't know that. At any rate, this place is still within our jurisdiction. Let's do a quick sweep of the area. Downtown district is a rundown area found at the city's outskirts. While home to some useful facilities, they are unavailable in the earlier stages of the game. Be sure to check the bar, check back every once in a while to see the story, see what unlocks. Lotus Heights is apartments. I think this is where you trade in all the books for the Zemurian ore. There are two groups of delinquents around here. One of them is known as the Testaments, that's what it is, not the Apostles, the Testaments. While the other one calls themselves the Saber Vipers. They're the noisiest people I ever had the displeasure of knowing. What am I going to do if I fail the exam yet again because of all that racket? Damn it, why do things end up like this? Those stacks are supposed to be safe. I didn't do anything wrong, so why? Who are you? Are you friends with those delinquents? Get lost. Oh, we sure do have a fine day on our hands. An old man can get used to this. Love how the fresh air near the luminous river feels. It's really quite pleasant. Trying to remember who moves into there. My daughter ran out the door looking very excited. A bit of a worrywart, so I occasionally leave the cooking unattended to check up on her. Daddy works at a construction site. Wednesday coming home tonight. Is he coming home late again? I thought he worked at a mine or something like that, but I don't remember exactly. Door shut tight, a voice can be heard inside. Booze, need me more booze, give me some or I'll... That could be anyone. You guys are from the city. Better watch your backs down here. There's a bunch of hood rats around here and they're itching for a fight. Those scary boys seem even scarier than usual. You city folk better watch yourselves. Yet another lovely day. I think I shall soak in some of the rays, as she sits in the shade. Nine Valley, temporarily closed for today. So, Nine Valley is a little exciting. I won't spoil all of that one, just know that, you'll get to see the little girl before she runs off and starts her own shop with Cerberus. How the hell are we supposed to turn a blind eye to something like this? Guess I can't ignore Wazy's orders either. So I was curious what they were going to do about his name, because it had that weird Cyrillic Polish symbol, but they're just going to transliterate it, or phonetically spell it, I guess. Hold it right there. Sorry, but we're closed at the moment. Wazy is in the middle of a meeting with an important guest. Please take your leave. Wazy is the leader of the Testaments. You folks customers? Sorry, but I've already gone through all my spare parts for the day. Come back another time if you need anything. Hey, this is a factory, right? There are no records of this business in the database. You must not be in possession of a permit. Well informed last you are, to be correct, as I've yet to submit an application. This ain't an official business, just my own personal workshop. But people do come to me to fix up their busted orbital devices every now and then. It is essentially a repair shop, then. Figures you can find pretty much any kind of store you'd ever need here in Crossbell. If I may respectfully comment, sir, it would be in your best interest to apply for a business permit. Yeah, you got me there, Missy. Anyway, I figure it's about time I close up shop for the day. If folks ever need help, you know where to find me. Barely cost you anything for some minor repairs. I can fix a broken orbital light for dirt cheap. I used to work at the factory out in the city, you know. Last year they decided to change places to some funny orbital stores, I mean out of the blue. So I figured, hey, what the hell, why not open my own shop? Oh, so you're the craftsman Wendy was telling me about. You know that young lass Wendy? Yeah, that childhood friend she always goes on about. The one who wanted to be a police officer. Sounds like Wendy's been telling you a lot about me. Yeah, Wendy was my apprentice back when Gen 10 was still a factory. Hope she's still doing well over there. So I think he lets you customize weapons. I'm trying to remember, that's what the parts are used for in this game. Will you guys help me pick up some trash? Thanks. Every city's gotta look its cleanest. For all the wrong reasons, that reminds me of Beavis and Butthead, if you've seen the new season. Maison Imelda currently unmanaged. Everything's covered in dust. Doesn't look like anyone's lived here for a while. So this is a dungeon, and Risha will move in there. And here's the Saber Viper headquarters. As if I even give a damn. Wald's already pissed off as it is. I think it's actually supposed to be Wald, the German pronunciation. I feel ya. Gotta give those guys a pummeling they'll never forget. What are you looking at? You got a problem with me? Get the hell out of here. There's gonna be a lot of business with the two gangs. And Wazy joins the Triple S in the Azure. Wald eventually becomes a squire, so... very, very crazy. Harbor District. Here's the Harbor District. It's connected to the Lupinus River and Lake Elm just south of us. This area is teemed with different businesses. If you look north, you'll see companies of all kinds lined up next to each other. It's got that nice park in the middle of it all, too. Makes for a great spot to kick back and relax. But I could take a quick snooze, they're easy. According to the database, it's simply known as the Harbor District Park. Not the most inspired name, I must say. Wait, is that... the Crossbell Times? I was wondering where they moved their office to. The city's gone through a lot of changes these past 3 years. So this is a business district, and it's located in the northeastern part of the city. Park faces Crossbell's longest river, the Lupinus. Citizens and tourists alike visit this scenic park for relaxation and fun. It's also home to some major businesses, such as the famed Crossbell News Service. Okay, let's head on in. So we'll talk to the runner first. I should probably work on my conditioning. You see these noodles? They've been prepared to perfection, just as firm as a noodle should be. Your mind will be absolutely blown. Are you just going to stand there or are you going to order something? So I think this is where Azel works in Cold Steel. Okay, next place I'm heading to is... hey, you, get out of the way. That's still the same guy. Tired from walking around all day, I could go for some ice cream. Glad we managed to find this park. My feet are killing me. The city is really massive. Bringing a child here is just asking to get worn out fast. I don't remember if that building right there connects to the geofront or not. What do you want, you whippersnapper? Are you here to waste my time? Beat it, kid. You're scaring the fish away. Lighthouse 1, entry prohibited. Guess we better start on the wrong side of the tracks. Sign is fixed to the locked door. Hayway Trading Trading Ltd. Crossbell branch. If you have business with us, please knock. So, Hayway is the rival mob here. They're the triads from Calvert that are moving in. They play a more important role when you get to Black. Welcome to Crossbell News Service. Are you here to lodge a complaint about one of our articles? Yes, I am. No, I wasn't planning on it. Thank goodness. Well, if you'd like to voice a comment for any of the stories we run, just let me know. I'll call the editor-in-chief for you. Being stormed by people livid about the contents of the articles, that's what you're here for, let me know. I'll call the editor. Sorry, but the editorial team runs close to the general public for the time being. Please direct any of your inquiries to me. Really our mistake. Hell, you guys. Is this a raid or something? If you want to ambush our editorial department, then you're 100 years too early, chumps. Be it the Mafia or whoever you guys are, the Crossbell Times won't be taken down. Be sure to remember that, kids. So, you're supposed to be able to read one of these because it's a trivia question or something later. They might talk about it to give you the answer. Over here is the bank. This eventually becomes Town Hall. IBC, International Bank of Crossbell. This is the IBC's main headquarters, isn't it? It's certainly grand. You're exactly right, this is the central base of operations. Not only do they have many branches spread throughout all of Sumeria, but their services extend beyond just banking. They became the continent's lead asset holder 10 years ago. Wouldn't be an exaggeration to call the IBC the cornerstone of Crossbell's economy. Indeed, the IBC is an unfathomed force in the finance, construction, and real estate industries. Their latest ambition has been to fund a variety of massive public projects for Crossbell. Reports have shown them investing a fortune in the expansion of the Geofront and the Orbital Network. Damn, guess it's way out of my league then. Can't imagine having anything to do with a place like this. Randy, you are aware that our salaries are transferred to us at the IBC, correct? Wait, are you kidding me? Considering they're within the city, it's pretty convenient for us. Although I think the bank's closed today. Correct, the employees are given weekends off. Let's come back some other time. Hey there, nice weather we're having, huh? Afraid the IBC is closed on weekends. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we hope you come again soon. There's gonna be a lot of stuff here at the bank. And finally, we're at the administrative district. City Hall, CPD headquarters, City Library, all the public offices are here in the administrative district. Seems to be a tranquil place. Fountain and benches look especially pleasant. It's one of the best places to sit around and relax in the whole city, but it's always empty like this in the middle of the day. Well, HQ is right there. I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to visit. Should definitely try to remember the way here from the Triple S building. Roger, boss man. Didn't we get one of those support requests from HQ telling us to go there? May as well stop by since we're already here. Administrative District houses all of Crossbell's public offices in the northern part of the city. The CPD headquarters is one of the most important facilities here, so you'll likely be visiting the area often. In addition to Crossbell City Hall, you may browse an encyclopedia to broaden your understanding of the world at the City Library. Yeah, I'll pass, thanks. Good morning, welcome to Crossbell City Library. The librarian has a late shift today, so I'm here by myself. Don't worry though, I can help you check out whatever you like. Just let me know if you need anything. Who would have thought writing a thesis could be this difficult? I bought this novel back before I started my thesis, hoping to read and relax during my downtime, but now it's just gathering dust. What about you guys? Would you like to take this book off my hands? Too busy to even consider reading it. And there you go, your first book of the game, Back Alley Dr. Glenn. Let's take a look at the shelf here. Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest is on the shelf. I think that comes up later, but we still have it added to our book. So yeah, you can read about the Rhineford Company before you meet Elisa. Septium Church, Vern and Zeiss. We haven't gone to Vern yet. That one would be in black, so you get to read about something that's really cutting edge, I guess. Phantom Thief B, pretty important since he does make an appearance in this game. I think he's the only guy who's in every game, in one form or another. Michelum, we'll be visiting there later. You have to choose who your date's going to be, if I remember correctly. Holy City of Arteria is where the church is headquartered. Jaeger Corps, pretty important when you're dealing with Randy and his family. Arc-en-Ciel. Then the goddess shined a brilliant ray of light down from the sky. And that light spread out and spread across the whole wide world. The animals gasped in surprise at what they were seeing. Wow. Another one, another one. Please read me more. Good morning. Get the impression that you're all citizens of Crossbell. I'll give you some details about the area if you're a tourist. Considering you're locals, I doubt it's necessary. Surely you don't need a guide, do you? Hey there, you looking thirsty? Care to try some fresh juice? Orange, melon, apple, you name it, we got it. Kind of fitting that a girl named Chroma sells a bunch of different colored juices, you know? I work in financial affairs where political pressure falls on us from every which way. I'm at my wit's end here. We already spoke to you, right? He's the wannabe tour guide. So here's Town Hall. Hey, there's Risha. You're looking for information on the cheapest apartments. Take this brochure. I'm sure it'll prove more than useful to you. Oh, I wasn't aware these existed. What a relief. Do you mind if I borrow one and read through it? Not at all, ma'am. They're there for you to take. But I'd be careful with cheaper apartments if I were you. I need to hurry and sort out my housing situation so I can return to practicing. My apologies. I started thinking aloud. Anyway, thank you for your assistance. Oh, I'm so sorry. Not at all. Didn't we just see her not too long ago? Something tells me we'll be seeing more of her in the future. Is that girl from earlier going to be okay? Hope so. I ended up referring her to those seedy downtown apartments. Crossbell State Government Mayor's office. It's locked. No comment from Ellie. This will get stolen by Blue Blanc later. I think I'll do some cleaning. Maybe today I'll start with the reception hall. There's not a lot to do here, you know? City Hall Administrative District. No reason to go inside here. Is that you, friends? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Lloyd. Been about a month since Police Academy graduation, hasn't it? Hey, didn't you pass the detective qualification exam? Are you happy with your assignment? Wait, don't tell me you were assigned to one of the investigative divisions right off the bat. Not exactly. What's with the half-hearted reply? Well, it's no big deal. It won't be much longer until your pal Franz here becomes a detective too. I'll be counting you to help explain everything I don't understand in the textbooks. Leave it to me. I'll need to fill Franz in on things later. So the other Seeker sister that I can't remember the name of is here. This is Rebecca, I think. Oh? Lloyd! Hello again. We saw the request on the terminal, so here we are. Great, I've been waiting for you guys. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Rebecca, the head receptionist of the CPD. And I'm Fran Seeker, also a receptionist of the CPD, so that's why I can remember her name. She didn't give it. But Fran is the younger of the two Seeker sisters, Noelle being the other one. Morale, I think she might be at one of the gates. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I had the chance to properly introduce myself the other day. Suppose you didn't. That day wasn't one of our finest moments. What you mean to say is we were scolded by the Vice Commissioner after we let a bracer steal all of our credit. Don't remind me. T.O.? Oh dear, I'm so sorry everyone. That's pretty unfortunate for your first day. Don't let it bother you too much. Triple S was only established recently, so I'm sure you're all trying to get the hang of things. If you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to rely on us, okay? Thank you very much. It warms my heart to hear we got an angel like you looking out for us. You're too kind. So would you mind explaining the additional details regarding the support requests? Of course not. Let's get started. First of all, HQ has assigned a dedicated operator to support the Triple S. That's our very own Fran right here. It's a pleasure to work with you all. An operator? So Fran will be supporting us via our Enigmas? Well, specialty isn't really my specialty isn't really supporting you guys in the field. My main duty is to help report and process the completion of support requests. This will be done via the Orbital network. You kinda lost me on this one. In other words, Triple S will be accepting a myriad of different requests from now on. And once we finish these requests, Fran will process the reports that we submit to her through our terminal in the Triple S building. So then that means we don't have to come to headquarters every time we need to submit a report, is that right? Precisely. Once your reports are approved and processed within the system, we will send the proper compensation your way. Furthermore, when your DP accumulates beyond a certain threshold, your detective rank will also increase. Feel free to ask me about that later. Basically, these are all my new duties as the very first operator of the Triple S. I see, that makes sense. So we can avoid all that irritating paperwork by using the terminal down at the Triple S building, yeah? That's right, it's actually part of the Orbital Network initiative in Crossbell. Tio has the terminal terminal at the Triple S been installed and tested yet? Yes, it's ready for reports anytime. Good to hear. Well then, please allow me to explain the additional details regarding your support requests. If there's anything you don't understand, please feel free to ask questions. So, what are the requests? They're sent from people to the Triple S. They vary from person to person, from simple assistance to formal investigations, monster exterminations, and so on. With the exception of a few special cases, you'll retain the right to decide whether you'll accept a support request or not. However, if you do accept them, make sure to complete them within the given deadline. Just like everything in Cold Steel, well, everything in Trails, it's missable. How do we check available requests? Just look at the terminal, that's it. The details will be recorded in the detective notebook, keep track. They'll update each day with new requests. We recommend you make a habit of checking each morning. How do we submit reports? When you complete a support request, make sure to submit your report to the terminal. We'll be able to process immediately. Based on the content of the request, you'll be compensated with awards from time to time. Report your completed request whenever you can. What does detective rank mean? By completing investigations successfully and finishing support requests, your achievements will be noted. Your accomplishments will be determined by the amount of DP earned. Extra DP may be obtained depending on your performance during missions and requests. When you reach a certain threshold, you get promoted. Currently, ranks are divided into 15 levels. I think it's like that in every single Trails game. You'll be rewarded with every rank promotion, so it's definitely worth the extra effort. Usually the Grail Locket is one of the top ones. No further questions. Alright, I believe that should wrap up the explanation on support requests. So when you return to the Triple S, try pressing the report button option on your terminal. I'll make sure to send more support requests your way as they come in. Got it, thanks you two. Mission complete. Alright, I believe that should wrap up the explanation. Return to the Triple S, report on the terminal, and they both say the same thing, unfortunately. You know, it's been bothering me for a while now. What exactly is this thing? Yeah, I've been eyeing it too. There's a bunch of juice and coffee on display. What gives? This would be an Orbital vending machine. Is this the first time you've seen one? If you insert mirror coins on the slide, you can choose the drink you want, and the machine dispenses it accordingly. Since they were originally developed by the Epstein Foundation, you would often find them all over their research facilities. Apparently they're being tested out in Crossbell as well. Seriously? Were you aware of these gadgets, Mademoiselle? No, this is my first time seeing one too. It's hard to believe that these inventions by the Epstein Foundation are starting to pop up everywhere you look. Granted, I've heard they have some incredibly influential and wealthy sponsors. Oh, and please only use coins if you intend on using the vending machine. Bills are incompatible with this model. Thanks for the heads up. Kinda curious, I should try it out at least once, right? So you have canned coffee, canned juice. Don't bother with either of them, they suck. Someone's coming out. Damn. It's him. What are you mutts doing here? This place has no use for outcasts like you. Yeah, that right? Cannot deny the outcast part. But more importantly, I see that you didn't bother to heed my advice. Didn't I tell you to refuse your assignment to the special support section? It's a waste of CPD funding that was only established because of that damn Sergei. It's trash, meaningless, a rotten ship that will sink in half a year. I even went out of my way to warn you out of the kindness of my heart. Excuse me, Vice Commissioner, weren't you in a hurry? Yes, I'm a busy man. I nearly forgot thanks to a lot of you. Listen, leave the hard work to the capable detectives and don't make a mess, got it? Just keep an eye on the citizens and make sure they stay happy. Don't go prowling where you don't belong. Now get back to that dump you call an office. Should we still take the elevator or no? I hate to say it, but I get the feeling we're not even recognized as police officers around here. They probably just see us as us barging in. It may be prudent of us to avoid going upstairs unless we have some special business to attend to. Don't have any business upstairs, we'd rather not get chewed out. I have flashbacks to this part because of that parking mission, the only thing I screwed up in the previous playthrough. Whoa, is that you, Lloyd? Long time no see. Kate, it's good to see you again. You know her, Lloyd? Yeah, from the police academy. She'd already graduated by the time I was there, but still like to drop by for a visit now and then. Learned a lot under Kate, everything from firing a gun to regular classroom lessons. Yeah, I had a ton of fun showing Lloyd the ropes. No matter what you threw at him, he'd always pick it up lightning fast. You know, that division you were assigned to is quite a bit unorthodox. I'll admit it's got me a little worried. But don't forget, good things come to those who work hard. I'm sure it'll pay off. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Now I'm even more worried. I think it's clear that the special sports section is the black sheep of the CPD. Kay has been showing me the ropes on how to patrol. She's a great coach, so it's easy to follow her instructions. I think we see Kate in the town square in the Cold Steel, or Central Street in the Cold Steel games. Hey, looks like you guys are already hard at work. Now, I'll be honest, you may be police officers, but you'll find very few people in your corner here at HQ. Try not to pick any fights, okay? It's that bad, huh? Well, the more hardcore guys in the force think of you as discount bracers. So the fact you're even associated with us dealt a severe blow to their pride. Doesn't matter if you live in your own detached office, most of the department considers you an eyesore. Right. Seems we were fortunate to have our office in a separate building. Don't let it bother you too much, just focus on getting settled into your jobs. That's the easiest shortcut to knocking these guys off their high horses. So, Fran told me you guys ended up staying in that weird new division. Pretty gutsy move, to be honest. Regardless, I'm always willing to help some rookies out. Feel free to ask me anything you're unclear on, and I'll do my very best to answer. Thanks, we appreciate it. By the way, are you free right now, my dear Ellie? What do you say we go and grab some lunch together? I'll have to respectfully decline. Really? Guess you're tough nut to crack, huh? And here I thought Randy came on strong. Can't go downstairs. We're pretty much done here. I need to... Maybe the fast travel becomes unlocked later because the other buttons aren't doing it. Can't remember how you get that chest.